We're back. Hopefully. Well, we're here
Can
for
you hear
for,
us? Are
for
we
some of
choppy?
us. We're gonna hold on the line for a second and make sure everything's running stable.
Mm-hmm. We just blew on the cartridge a couple times.
We're really appreciating the burns we're getting in chat.
Yeah.
I think someone said
All
this stream
justified.
is still better than the British Lights, which was pretty good.
Oh, that wasn't a compliment?
Oh, ouch. Yeah, so let's talk about the British Lights for those of you who are here and can hear us. They are coming out tomorrow. They're kind of intended to be like smaller TD style light tanks, passive scouting and shooting from long distances. At least the tier 10 is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think they're substandard for that role. I think they're probably right.
Yeah, I mean, just stats-wise, they're not good. Just looking at stats of it. Like,
We'll
I don't
see
know
how they
how
play
it's... Yeah, I don't know how their, like, small stature is gonna be compared, because I didn't think much of the Even 90, and now that thing's pretty much of it.
Well, I will say the Even 90 has had some issues since the Wheelie Boys came out. It's not as good as it was.
Exactly.
So I think we're back.
Yeah. And we're stable, too.
Cool. All right. I think we have our ISP issues figured out. Major Tom on Twitch says winter rank battles coming to NA. Hopefully, in time for the next rank battles on the other servers, we will have them as well. I believe that's currently set for October, but we'll see what it actually shakes out to as we get closer. Cody says still a better stream than the Manicore. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're good. It's coming up. Cajun says Wargaming coming up with a new concept, reverse power creep.
He's on to us.
I mean,
Thanks.
like I said, let's see how they shake out.
Yeah.
The community has been wrong about stuff before. People did think the Badger was going to be overpowered when it was about to hit the live server. Maybe the British Lights will turn out a little better than we're hoping. I do think they're going to fall, at the best case scenario, probably solidly into the mediocre lens at first. That's, there's openings for balance changes for them in the future if that's true. And at the very least, the next time that you are thinking that we're up to some power creep, remember the British Lights and the French TDs, or the new French heavy line. Nobody plays those
Too
either.
much.
And the tier 9's
Forehead
actually good on
shine.
that line. The tier 10, okay, looks like we're up and we are running
Stable?
Yes.
You
Yep,
guys
okay.
can hear
So
us?
let's get back into it.
Everything is great.
I'm going to redo my spiel really quick from the beginning of the stream since that apparently didn't go really well. The Tank Festival starts, I guess it starts officially today, but it's really not going to start till tomorrow because that's when the actual in-game stuff will start. So the Tank Festival is basically a 2-month period where we have a bunch of cool events and modes coming. Most of them are pretty casual and fun, so don't worry about having a bunch of grinds. We do have the dog tag meta event where you'll be able to customize your own dog tag that will display to opponents' vehicles to opponents when you destroy their vehicle.
A little staticky.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll settle for a little staticky at this point. Bluto says, what everyone aspires to, solidly mediocre. I mean, something has to be mediocre for anything to be exceptional, right, Bluto? So, Frontline, 2 episodes of Frontline coming up in the next 2 months. You guys already knew about that. That's not a surprise. We have had a lot of questions about if the new Frontline map, I believe it's called Craftwork, will be in either of those episodes. My understanding at this time is no. That doesn't mean that might change for the latter one, but I don't think so. We're still working out some technical issues with that map. It's got a bit of a memory leak, and it's got a few other system-specific technical issues that we're hashing out. So it's not quite ready for a live release at this time. On top of Frontline, we have the Steel Hunter mode, which is going to be a improved redux of our Battle Royale mode that some of you tested last year. We play tested it last week, and it
had a lot of fun.
Pretty fun. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that shakes out. I like the mix of like choosing between knocking out opponents and then running around upgrading your tank. You guys will get your hands on it soon enough. You'll be able to let us know what you think. At the end of the event, we're going to have tank races. That's personally what I'm looking forward to the most. I think those are going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have not gotten a chance to play test those, but all of the gameplay footage looks really, really fun. So we're excited about that. On top of the Tank Festival, we have patch 1.6 dropping tomorrow. You guys already know about the British Lights. We've been discussing them at length. I do want to cover some of the other smaller stuff that's coming with 1.6.
I think it's bigger.
You think it's bigger? Okay.
I'm a big fan of
are you talking
customization.
Okay, so you're not talking smack about the British Lights.
Nope.
Or a little bit you are.
Well,
but not intentionally. It's not the main goal. So, decals, just so you guys are aware, decals are going to get punted to your depot when the patch comes out. You're not going to lose them. They're getting punted to your depot. You'll be able to reapply them. That's because the customization update is going to give you some more options, and it's changing up how it displays when you're applying them to vehicles. So it's
Yeah,
you can't see what I'm doing. Never mind.
Yeah, you can put on different parts of your tank. You can make it bigger, a lot smaller, and you could actually get whole horizontal decals now, which is pretty cool to go all the way.
Oh yeah. There
along
was
with,
there was in the patch video. If you watch, there's some cool
yeah, you can get a nice like scenic
sunset
outlook,
scenes and stuff on it.
you know,
If you really want to customize your tank
on your war machine. Yeah,
Yeah.
just gotta, you know.
And then the other big thing that's cool is so you can preload the update today. The arty missions for the campaigns are being reworked to account for the stun changes. So for those of you who are concerned about that, that'll be applied tomorrow. And then the manually applicable win bonuses that were added when we added the World of Tanks specific premium time, those are now going to also apply bonus experience to your crew members. They didn't used to do that, so now they will, and that's cool. It's better for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
More XP for everyone, better for everyone. Excited about that. And of course, team damage is being turned off, so that's kind of a big deal. I have mixed feelings about that. I personally understand the argument.
I think we do need it because
Yeah.
I think it's gonna cause, hopefully, a lot more aggressive play. Is what I'm hoping for.
Well, that would be. I don't know if it's going to stop camping or
You're gonna
anything,
stack tanks on each other,
but
and then you're gonna be a totem pole of just power. Take me seriously, please.
I am. I totem pole. That's serious.
It's a realistic
So
strategy.
for me, as someone who I'm not in World of Tanks because I'm not good enough, frankly. But as someone who trends more towards a hardcore play, it's a little frustrating for me as because it's casual. It's more casual, right? To not have that risk reward of making a risky shot or something. So I totally understand that argument. However, the debate is now over. Team damage will be turned off tomorrow. Incinder says, I have a question about sheriff accounts. I got one during the event and want to know if I can still play it after the event. Incinder, I do believe those accounts will have been banned as of Monday morning by Trusted Llama, our trusted CS specialist. So I don't think you'll be able to log in anymore. Those passwords are going to get changed and those accounts are going to remain banned until the next sheriff event.
Dog tags will not be permanent.
Yeah, dog tags will only be during the event, at least for now. Maybe if they're really popular, that will change. We'll see. But that is my understanding. I mean, maybe if we put a Manicore on a Tog, they will both become usable.
You gotta overcome and adapt.
That's pretty good.
Monroe says, anyone in chat a staff that could possibly help me out with my account? I highly recommend that you submit a ticket to our ticket system.
Yeah, we're gonna play some video games.
Go contact Trusted Llama support team.
Yeah.
But it's super easy. They'll answer you within like 1 or 2 hours or something. Very quick.
He's not in World of Tanks because he is Seth Rogen's double. I am not, in fact, Seth Rogen's double. Yeah, I'm sure. Although I will say,
he's a very successful man.
You've never seen me and Seth Rogen in the same place, have you?
Yeah. We scroll down on these.
Yeah, we're a bit live. So we are temporary dog tags. What is the purpose? Just to have some fun during the event. That's RNG on YouTube. Cody says, I fired all those temporary sheriffs. Their lack of mustaches didn't work out. True, if you want to maintain on the law enforcement staff, you got to have a nice mustache.
Anyways, so speaking of the update... Oh, hold on. Speaking of the update, we actually have a video for you guys.
You missed the, oh, hold on, my mic is muted.
Yeah.
Yep, so I will pull up the video now.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't had a chance to see, we anticipate a rise in physics abuse with the turning off of team damage, so we're gearing up for that by putting out a PSA on what exactly physics abuse is and how to report it. So we're going to play that now. Let me know when you're ready.
Right, ready.
What's over here?
Like everyone these days is getting in on the craze to abuse physics. It might seem like fun to ram your friends off a bridge, but don't buy into the fad. These actions are strictly prohibited in the rules and conditions of World of Tanks. Popular means of physics abuse include pushing an ally into the line of fire, flipping or attempting to flip an ally on its side, blocking or pushing a teammate from leaving water, blocking a teammate from retreating, pushing a teammate out of an objective area. And yes, pushing an ally over or off terrain, no matter how fun, is against the rules. If you have experienced these or similar actions, please do not hesitate to contact our support team with a replay of the incident. We'll take care of that in a jiffy. Good luck, have fun, and remember, we care.
Awesome.
We're back.
We're back. Hooray!
Can't hear it.
Some people said they couldn't hear it.
We will post the link to that video.
If you want to rewatch it, it's on our World of Tanks North America YouTube channel. The gist is, don't intentionally ruin other people's game with your tank.
Yes.
Don't block them from getting somewhere. Don't shove them off cliffs.
You will get
Don't
reported.
Intentionally block them from retreating. And if someone does that to you, save the replay. It's real easy, I promise. And submit it to our customer support team, and we will take the appropriate actions, aka ban them.
JD No Cal says, "Why are we calling poor sportsmanship physics abuse?"
So, JD, I would say that those two, in my mind anyway, those two concepts aren't mutually exclusive. Something can be physics abuse as we define it, and poor sportsmanship.
Yeah, I mean, one of us is hindering other people from actually playing the game or making it worse for them intentionally, would be more along the lines of, rather than poor sportsmanship.
The code has not been given out, guys. We will be deploying that shortly. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Some people are saying it's funny. Some people say the funniest part is the part at the end where it says "we care."
Yeah,
Which
I saw so
appreciate a little
many comments on that.
bit. Yeah, on that specific video. So let's see. Your Crypto Knight on Twitch says, "So Wargaming is actually going to ban people for intentionally pushing."
Watch the
We
video.
actually always have. It's just a matter of it being reported. If you report it, send in a replay. We'll review the replay, confirm it happened, and then deploy the appropriate sanction according to our game rules. Basically, we have a strike system. Each time you get a strike, you get notified in an
Stop using
accompanying.
big words.
Hey,
Sorry, what did I
Cabbage.
use?
So someone is asking if we can show how to record the game. So essentially, let's
How to
bring
enable replays?
up- yeah, so enable replays,
Oh, yeah.
basically.
Well,
Okay.
the replays are. You want to pull it up in the in-game part, and I'll pull up the out-of-game
Sure.
part. And
Yeah.
we can switch between.
All right,
So-
I'll swap to...
I think by default it always saves your last replay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
All right, so
So-
we're going to look at Jambijon's screen.
Don't tell them
You
my
just
name.
leaked your name.
Yeah.
You're going down.
Okay. So all you do is you go to your settings, your general tab. You scroll all the way to the bottom, and then to the left over here, enable battle recording. So I have selected on all. It's defaulted on last. So if you play another game after that, it's automatically going to delete it. But I mean, the replay files are so small, you could leave it on all. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So I've actually been told that if you have last replays on, you can actually go into the replay folder and rename it, and then
Yep.
it won't delete it. and
Actually-
then
Yeah, or you
just
could like
name
throw it on your desktop.
If you
copy
want to
it and
switch
stuff.
to mine real quick, we can show that actually.
We don't have any cool
So OG
transitions,
Atlas Hug says, "What is the process for appealing a ban in case someone reports you for physics abuse, but it wasn't actually intentional?" You can so all replays are looked at when it comes to physics abuse, and so if it doesn't look like it's intentional,
Jamie
you
Bot?
most likely won't
Jamie Bot?
get sanctioned
Idiot.
for it.
Hi, Jamie.
Oh my god!
Our old coworker Jamie has popped up in Twitch chat.
Wait,
Happy to see you. So I want to finish this thing,
Oh,
this
hey.
thread we're on real quick. Tragic, can
Yeah.
you swap to my screen really
Yeah,
quick?
I can do that.
So in order to get this replay, it seems complicated. I promise you it's
for
not.
saying
You got to
the-
navigate to your game install. For most people, it's going to be under either games or program files, and then Wargaming, World of Tanks. You want to make sure. Mine says World of Tanks NA because I have multiple clients installed. I think yours will probably just say World of Tanks. If you open up this main game folder in your Windows file viewer and go to the replays folder, you'll see replay last battle. So it'll always, basically you have a file, it saves each replay as replay last battle. If I want to save this replay because somebody was a jerk to me, I'll be like big jerk, bam, and then when it records the next temporary replay,
Big
it won't
jerk.
delete that one because it has a different name. So
Yeah.
real quick, that's how you can preserve it. If someone's mean to you or breaks the rules in physics, abuses you, rename that replay. You can keep playing at the time, and then when you're ready, send in the ticket and make sure you attach that replay file. Our guys will review it and make sure that whoever is being a jerk is banned.
Yes.
So that's it.
What if somebody hits me and I drop my pancakes?
So John on Facebook says 30-day bans. I got reported for anger and hate chat all the time. Well, that's not a good.
Yeah.
But so John knows you get escalating bans. If you commit chat violations, you get escalating chat bans. If you commit game violations, you get escalating game bans.
And all of them go according to this policy, which I've linked in chat, which is the rule violations FAQ. Essentially, your first offense is a warning, and then after that, first strike is 1 day ban, second strike 3 day, third strike is 7, and then fourth strike is 30, and then your fifth strike, you're getting a permaban.
No, this is only for PC, but there is similar sanctions for console, I believe.
Robert on Facebook says, so basically it's all on us and don't ask us to do our jobs. Well, Robert, let me make a case in point to you. There are tens of thousands of battles that occur on the NA server every day. It would be very difficult for us to review all of them manually. So we do ask that people report them. And if you take the time to report it, we will, I promise you, take the time to review it. I don't think anybody has the manpower to review tens of thousands of World of Tanks games manually each day. It's not reasonable.
Jamie wants gold currency.
Ah, yes, the famous gold currency.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we could hook you up with some gold currency, Jamie.
Let's play some tanks.
Yep, let's get into it. Let's see. Michael on Facebook says, you guys need to incorporate the replay manager into the game in Garage. It sucks having to install the replay manager. I agree.
Yeah.
It could definitely be better. It's not a great system.
I like the armor viewer. The battle hits where it shows you where you were actually hit or where your shot was going is super useful.
Okay, well, I'm going to invite you to a platoon, and I'm going to ready up in a tier 10, and then you do what you want to do.
Why? No warm-up. Just jump right into it. All right. I'm going to use my Ninja Turtle
Cody
M48.
Foltz wants to know, what does the in-game report actually do?
You want to take this one, John?
So our in-game reporting is more of a threshold report system. So in order for players not to abuse it or spam it or anything, they have to hit a certain threshold on, I believe, the certain categories, and then that's when we're able to either automatically ban or send it to our support team.
So
yeah, keep doing it.
Let's do a tier 10
2
count-in.
patents.
Can you actually scroll up real quick on the chat, Tragic?
Hey,
There was
thanks.
somebody put a longer anecdote in there. Keith on Facebook says, I would like to thank World of Tanks for getting me through a rough time in my life when I was bedridden due to healing from esophageal cancer surgery for 2 months. I got hooked and now I play console and want to let you know you made a very painful part of my life bearable.
Wow,
I'm
that's
now
really
6
nice.
years cancer-free. Love you guys. Hey, Keith, that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
cancer, dude.
You know, we hope that, video games are a form of entertainment. It's always cool when they, provide a meaningful distraction in someone's life. That's great. Thank you.
I'm glad
for
you're doing
telling us
better.
that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really good news.
Keep it up. Okay, so let's do this tier 10 count-in. We'll get into a battle with our patents, and then you can make fun of us for being bad. We're taking it today seriously.
I'm good.
We're gonna be good today.
I'm really good.
We're gonna win games.
I got
today.
my
I'm
tomato
not even
commander.
gonna die in the first 3 minutes. We're gonna make smart decisions. It's gonna be great.
Hey, Deathman, how you doing?
How's it going, Deathman? Ritz says, but you can only report 10 times. After that, guess the issue never happened. It does reset fairly soon. The reason you can only report 10 times is because, as we have stated, it's threshold based. If everyone had infinite reports, that would defeat the purpose of having a threshold because people just keep reporting.
Yeah, and
I guess in a perfect world, we'd limit how many times you could report one person to avoid that issue.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you on that. I think
It's not the best system, obviously, but there's so many really
the code is spaghetti.
is really bugging you. Just send in a support ticket. Make sure you just take a screenshot, capture the video, send the replay, whatever you got.
So
Tier
I
10
will
count.
say, I believe
I'm ready.
one of our CCs actually did a video on them trying to figure out if the in-game report system worked, and they were like, yeah, I got everyone to report me and nothing happened. And I was like, don't you think maybe that someone reviewed it and was just like, this guy's literally just asking people to report him?
Yeah,
We
all
don't
it does is
ban him.
cause an investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All
ready?
situationals, yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Someone said drinking game.
No?
Oh, yep. That's my bad. I forgot I was. Last time
I
we were
love
doing
the
this, I
patent,
wasn't
Paul.
the platoon leader. It's my bad.
My favorite tank.
Britt on Facebook says, that's how I got hooked in 2011. I was unemployed and what kept me from major depression. Thanks. Wow, glad to hear.
Yeah. Gotta find something that keeps you,
Keep in mind that video games can also be
No, Chris, we're not removing those.
not productive in that scenario, but I'm glad that you find it productive.
You can remove them by shooting them. It seems to work. And you can watch them roll around and flail.
Sean on Twitch, Shawnee on Twitch says, "Is there a delay in the stream?" Not a built-in
Cody
delay.
Mans is on our team.
Oh boy! All right.
It's on our team.
So on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, I believe there's like at least a 5-second delay, and that's not something that we input into the stream. So it's not because of my OBS settings.
Right. It's just latency.
It's latency, and also the platform itself gives it a standard delay. It's also to make it so it doesn't buffer as much with people who have worse internet, so...
Alright, I'm gonna go to the northwest corner and play the little hill.
So I like to play the right side of the map, and by right side I mean the south side.
Okay.
Which
Well,
is
we're
the
splitting up.
correct.
So
Yes.
Brian Ward asks, how about you put in skill-based matchmaking instead of 6 to 8 good clan guys on one team and nothing but potatoes on the other side? I have a screenshot of 12 players on a team with 0 damage. Wargaming is just enabling toxicity by the poor random matchmaker.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue on that specific battle.
Yeah, sorry you had a bad game.
I would say that the majority of those or the majority of games don't have that sort of imbalance. That's one of the benefits of the randomness too. But yeah, I hear you. There's some painful.
Oh, well, I'm kind of
matches
screwed on this
sometimes.
side.
That sounds like one of them. 12 people did 0 damage. That is rough.
So
Was it like a cap out or something?
I feel like one of the biggest things about like skill-based matchmaking is it can't be like fully skill-based. There needs to be like some sort of like, hey, this team has this many people above a certain like PR. We need to put the same amount on the other side. Otherwise you get the like, oh, everyone on both teams has the same PR, and then you get the same results out of a match.
Right. It
Like,
definitely
even
adds
if-
more variety, but I think
Yeah.
many people who are pro skill-based matchmaker would say that they would rather have balanced teams instead of
Yeah.
variety.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Clan
what
Wars.
is this?
It still has the same exact results.
That's true. I think that's the biggest thing against snowball matches is to point out that even in Clan Wars, you are.
Help!
You
I said
are,
help!
Uh-oh, what's happening?
Jambi, no.
No, I'm playing the game.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, that's just normal.
Look up, there's a tank above you. Oh wait, you're on his.
Hey, Jambi.
I can't get that your guy in draw distance. Sorry.
Jambi, do you want to full screen your game?
I like window.
Ugh.
I
Why?
like seeing my taskbar.
Ugh. Why?
Hamura, we did
I
not
like window
block you.
gaming.
I just saw someone asking if we blocked them, and I could see them, so I'm assuming not.
No, we
We
didn't.
don't
Oh,
block many
man.
people. If you don't like say nasty things, we're not gonna block you. And like
Yeah.
really, they have to be like personally nasty, not like.
Oh wow. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm very, very dead. We had nobody on the south flank, so now it's just me.
I'm coming. We got T-57 coming.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm gonna just try and get into draw distance and see if I can support you.
Oh no, I hit HE on accident.
That's a bad day.
So, Kasumi Sierra
Yeah, I can't get a
says,
shot.
why are the new British light tanks have worse stats in almost all respects to the French, despite Wargaming calling them the ultimate passive scouts? I think it's because of the size.
Did we say
it's like an
ultimate
ELC
passive?
90.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
also
it's being
say
compared in terms of side. It does have a higher, in compared to the other lights, higher alpha. Yeah, there was nothing I could do
that I
against that guy.
personally would not write that copy about that tank.
Yeah.
Would be my first answer.
Statistically, they are under
Oh boy.
par for the other lights in the game.
I mean,
But-
we'll see how it shakes out.
yeah,
They have
it-
some advantages. Most of them are very small in size. I would say that's also
Yeah.
true of the French tanks, though. So pointing out the difference there is significant.
Yeah. So we'll. I guess I don't want to say we'll see what happens, but
I do want to say
Yeah.
we'll see what happens because I think they're. I agree they're going to be probably on the poor end of mediocre, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
think they're going to be quite as big of a disaster as most people seem to think. We'll see how the stats shake out. We have somebody asking for shifts. I can't find the darn code.
you're not wrong, Renaissance man. Renaissance man.
What did Renaissance Man say?
So he said, I guess Jambijon needed that warm up game.
Oh yeah. Well, clearly
Well-
we all do.
I was going to the east, and then saw there was nothing on our southern flank, so I just said, why not? And I
So-
like playing that little city hill part.
That's actually it's a really elite strategy called a refused flank. and that's
Yeah.
what we did. And we
Is
it
that
was
what
totally
you call
intentional.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. If you intentionally underload one flank in order to overload the other.
Hey, I will say that I kept that object 430U very occupied, and there, I think, 2 already.
Yeah.
No, 1 already. Yeah, he was just
There's
naming me.
speaking of that 430U, I'm waiting for him.
But yes, warm-up games are always helpful. And I think until I win, they're all pretty much warm-up games.
If he goes all the way back down,
The
I'm gonna poke
EBR
out.
has better more camo value than the Manticore. Space, yes, but size-wise, no. Like literally,
Yeah, I think it's 20 to
So-
24, which is...
Yeah.
Yes, it does have a better base camo rating.
yeah. But you also have to take in mind the size of the tank. So if you try to hide, like, let's say the WZ-120 in the same place as like an ELC even, you would find the WZ before you found the ELC because it's so small.
Just like Tragic.
I'm so small.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you've watched the spotting mechanics videos, that all these tanks have spotting checkpoints on different parts of their tank. So when you actually make the physical size smaller, it makes those checkpoints harder to see. See,
Why
you
does
won.
everyone
welcome.
keeps asking to make me like slightly bigger?
It's all
there.
because there you go. Now you're slightly bigger.
There, I'm slightly. Are you happy now? Jeez.
So Michael on YouTube says, "What is the community manager's opinion on how to play a Conway, sniper, or derp?" I have not played that line that much, and you probably should take all of my opinions with a grain of salt anyway. But
Pick that E.
I mean, as long as you're shooting Hesh, you're doing it right. That's my opinion. Shoot Hesh. Hesh is love. Hesh is life.
Which tank was it?
The Conway,
Oh, okay.
tier 9.
Goshism actually
Box.
plays that a lot,
Yeah, he's a
and
big
he's
fan.
very good with it.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna wait. How do we do?
So real quick, this apply button, when you click that tomorrow after the patch, that's gonna apply. The bonus XP is gonna apply to your crew as well. Excited
Oh.
about that.
Neat.
Oh, I almost thought I did better in Cody Mins, but
So,
I have it filtered by tank.
Natesis says XVM is often a source for toxicity or for so-called XVM focus. Is there any plan to remove it from the game altogether? It's a mod?
Yeah, it's a mod. Removing it from the game is a complicated issue.
Just for the
What we are
win.
offering, or we're in the process of building, is a anonymizer, which will let you basically make XVM irrelevant to you in game if you so please. So XVM will still work, people will still have it, but if you use the anonymizer, my understanding is XVM will not be able to pick up any information about you.
Insanely average. Were you in that game? Did you try to? Were you the T-57? You didn't save me.
In it.
Why?
So I would say that I had.
Oh,
a
you were in the
decent game.
E100. Oh, okay, okay.
I had a decent game. I
Nice.
wouldn't call
Well,
it
you
a great
smacked
game.
somebody.
I did 2k damage.
Another
It was a
question
workman-like
I
game.
saw.
I shot. HE
All right,
at a
Jambi,
object 430.
your tank pick. What do you want to play?
Okay.
Let's just go down one tier. Let's
Okay,
hit
we'll
the
do
tier
tier 9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring up something that someone in the chat said. There's more to XVM than just the stats. Most people focus on the stats. So it's true, like XVM is also like auto crew movement and auto equipment movement. Whereas most people think about the like stats and the session stats and those kinds of things that you see in the match itself. Whereas that's like the tiniest part of XVM, but because people are so focused on other people's stats, I feel like people make it more of an issue than just saying, like, the part that just says stats is really awful, let's get rid of it. Which is why we're doing the anonymizer.
I do not have a timeline on the anonymizer yet. It was one of the things that was baked into this year's roadmap.
It's a really
so
cool name, though.
It's definitely supposed to be coming out before the end of the year.
Dibs on band aim.
We are putting an awful lot of dev resources into the premium ammo thing right now. So I think probably nothing until that is done for sure. And that's really what we're working full time on right now.
Got somebody.
As well as making all the modes for the festival work. So let's get a tier 9 count in, and
Yeah.
then we
Right.
can keep this up.
Just pointing out for the record, I have a 90% win rate in my UDES 16. There's a lot riding on this.
Cue that Vince McMahon gif of like,
Yeah.
Rocket Surgeon, who's asked the question, or I think they said about XVM. It's the painful truth, though, is tats do matter, which is true. Your history gives an idea about your current performance.
Yeah, I would
which
say
is fair.
that's
I wouldn't
definitely
disagree.
true to an extent. I would also say that like things like wind chance are probably like they're both cause toxicity and the math behind them is not good. I'm not a math expert, but I know enough to know that you can't just take a bunch of people's average win rates and calculate a total win rate. 3 Cross says if MM is rigged, wargaming employees who knew should end up in jail.
We are on Twitch. Sorry.
3 Cross, if matchmaking was rigged, I would have higher than a 48% win rate.
Yeah.
So I definitely would
Jiff.
be. I'd settle for like a 51%.
Brian, don't.
Brian Willits
Is
on
it?
Facebook says GIF question mark.
Oh boy, is that the Brian Williams?
All right, tier 9 count in.
Are we gonna
get
have this fight
ready.
right now, Brian?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I don't have to do anything.
Go.
This is all you, buddy.
Yeah, it's true. Shawnee says someone needs to sock your account. People have offered. I didn't want to get my account banned, so I declined though. JD NoCal says actually matchmaker is rigged to keep you around 48%. I mean, random chance it keeps you around 48% because once you account for
flip a coin.
draws, that's the average win rate. Somebody's talking about peanut butter on Facebook. I have no idea what's going on now.
And a peanut butter
Creamy.
and jelly sandwich sounds delicious.
Does it?
Yeah.
Crunchy.
And it's a
Fruity
wargaming
Duty.
stream, so we're talking about food. How about that?
Fruity Duty says, any thoughts on excluding Clan Wars reward tanks from platooning in random battles?
You miss meat, Clay?
Interesting. I think I would rather
Me
try
too,
and make
man.
sure that the Clan Wars reward tanks were completely balanced. Unless your case is that the players are too good to be allowed to platoon to each other. I would say the T95 right now is real good. I
You
played
don't
it.
have Minsk excluded, right?
It looks like no.
I do.
Sorry. I have, I believe, Ensk and Empire's
No peanut butter.
Border Band, I think?
Marshmallow fluff.
Somebody's saying the 279E is stupid. Well, that's a campaign reward tank, not a Clan Wars reward tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team holiday streaming is talking about the T95 now. Ooh, people taking
Yeah, I
some
think the
brave
two
shots over
biggest
the middle there.
complaints are things like the Chieftain and the 279E,
Yeah.
which are reward tanks. They're just reward tanks in 2 different areas. So I'm guessing this person probably, and I'm pretty sure we've already deduced that, just doesn't want people with reward tanks platooning together. Randall Green says, should you even be excluding any maps as a wargaming employee? Yes.
Yeah,
have
I mean, we're allowed to have
preferences and
personal
opinions.
preferences.
Yeah, we got opinions.
I personally intensely
don't like Minsk.
dislike Ensk.
It's okay.
Okay, I don't want to have the whole GIF argument right now, but just to lay the foundation for the soft G GIF, in English language, it's traditional when G is followed by an I or an E, that it's a soft G. It's not always true, just like a lot of rules in the English language. There's no rules that are complete, but that is that's the defense of the position. It's not an irrational position. You can disagree with it, but it's not irrational. I personally am a soft G guy.
Oh, we are gonna lose the west flank here. Just gonna knock over trees because that's what you do.
Oh boy. Now we're going to have this fight right now. Just so you know, that no amount of hard G propaganda is going to change my mind. I'm very set on my
choosing
ways.
not to join in on this GIF opinion.
Choosy players choose GIF.
JD NoCal says,
Sick burn.
HIF in Spanish.
If. Oh.
Come on.
Barium!
Oh,
wow.
Whiffed. Did you whiff too?
Yes.
We both whiffed. Mine was like half. Oh,
It was
whoa.
embarrassing. Okay, good. They're watching you. Okay.
Switch to him.
Oh, he juked me. He totally juked me.
Oh, I missed the wheelie boy too.
Hey guys,
Yep.
data or data?
Ooh.
Either or. I mean,
Are we talking about the Star Trek character?
No. Just the word.
man,
Why are you blocking me? Jeez.
You're the one who just drove behind me.
So, since so many
Oh,
people are
God.
asking about it. Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Boop.
Code time?
Go time.
All right.
Oh, is it
Thank you
time to
for
get
all-
wrecked by these tanks?
All right, I gotta
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is bad. So we've given up the southwest corner, and we've given up the mid. Okay, now I'm getting RD'd. This
Yeah, I
is
just
tough.
got RD twice.
Dynamic gameplay.
It's just like really throwing me
Yeah.
off not to play with sound.
So just
that,
like
that
this
really
is
gets
physics
me.
abuse. If you do this,
Don't.
don't do that. That's physics abuse.
Wow, that thing got a.
York
good
Bevan
hole.
says, seriously, are they leaving the British light tanks as is? Are they not nerfing the 430U and 430? Is this chat real people or just bots?
Yeah, we're just bots.
Who's the
so-
bot?
I'm a
In
really
terms
cleverly
of the
designed robot.
430 and the 430U, the devs actually have talked about this extensively on the Reddit AMA. I saw a post earlier from someone who
Man,
asked the
I am
same
hot
question during
trash.
the AMA, but the rebalancing for the 430 and 430U were delayed until they are
Oh, we're getting flanked,
satisfied
both sides.
with the gold/special ammo rework.
I have no gun
Which
anymore.
is quite unfortunate, but they would prefer to rebalance special ammo before they make huge
Oh,
changes
no.
to other tanks.
I accidentally switched to HE. Oh, we're so,
So-
dead.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this mic just a little bit lower.
No, don't ram me. So apparently we're having some serious lag issues on Facebook.
NA
so-
only.
430, you so strong.
Yeah, so we've
bounced right up.
the code will get you some consumables.
Yeah.
And if you link the codes missions together, we give one out every week, I believe, right?
Yes.
And then if you get each week, you'll get progressively more for each of the previous ones you've completed, resetting at the end of the month.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So
back
if you
out of
guys
that
have ever
garbage.
done scavenger hunt, this is not a replacement for that. It's just very similar for people who come to our streams already. You got a nice little bonus every single week for joining.
We know how much you guys like.
Sorry to hear
code-
Facebook is
codes.
lagging, guys. Our upload is looking good right now, so if there's any issues with the stream there, it might be platform related. You
Yeah.
can, if you'd like to continue watching the stream, watch us on the World of Tanks North America YouTube channel or World of Tanks NA on Twitch.
If you guys are having issues, you can always join Twitch. I'm dropping the link now.
I backed out of there. That was an abysmal.
Uh,
I think I did I got 2 pens.
Alice Hugged says the code on Thursday will be identical to this code. I expect this code will fill up from today.
Yeah.
So there won't be another new code until next week.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Regarding the 430, 430U nerfs, officially the language is delayed, not canceled. And we have also said that all
No.
balance stuff is on hold until after the premium ammo changes.
Yeah.
So until the premium ammo changes, we're not going to have news on individual tank buffs and nerfs.
It's a shame, Perky. I know. I
Awesome
know.
Epic guys, what message? It might have been auto deleted by any of our bots.
Ew, yeah, I didn't see anything from you guys.
Yeah.
Brian Willett says, I'm watching on Facebook and not seeing much like. Well, thanks, Brian.
Then
Some,
it may be
it's working for some people.
person specific.
The Derbinator says, have you guys considered streams on the World of Tanks website? We do occasionally get promoted on the main news hub there. But,
I mean,
you know,
we're still going to be using services like these unless we're actually doing the host.
our goal right now is to get on the launchers so that we can play
Mhm.
there, I think. We're angling
Yes.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hear a lot of people, I can't believe the British lights are going live the way they are, is what a lot of people are saying. Bjorn says, is the delay canceled? That was a good one. British lights, yeah, they're going live as they are now. They're coming out in the patch tomorrow. I understand a lot of you find them underwhelming. I invite you to not play them if you don't want to. If they do underperform, they will get a review pass down the line. I'm a little disappointed myself, to be frank, but that's the situation that's going on, and that's what we're going to have. I think they're going to be better than most people think they're going to be right now, just because of a lot of factors regarding their movement. Let's see, Hockey, I can't read
That's
the name.
right,
Hockey
Mantipoor.
goalie Chris.
Hockey goalie Chris on Twitch says, "What happened to the
Mhm.
overtime work that was being to replace NA rank?" So it's still going on. Hockey goalie Chris. What we're angling for now is to have NA and APAC included in the next iteration of ranked. So the rank guys are actually completely tearing down the rank matchmaking for all regions and rebuilding it for the next version of ranked. And when the new rank comes, we're going to have a sort of advanced bonus time so that NA players, we'll see exactly what that looks like. It might be an extended period of rank time. It might be another event added after, but there will be an opportunity for you guys to earn any rewards you might have missed from the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Or you'll eat your hat.
Biohazard says the Brit Lights are the worst tanks you have ever made. All gamers agree with that law. The worst ones. The worst ones. The worst ones. Worse than, say, the Chinese mediums?
Well, I don't know.
As someone who
We'll
has
see.
all the Chinese mediums and wants to love them desperately. You'll see. JP on YouTube says, any plans to buff the roofs of the American heavy tanks such as the T-34 and the M103? They get overmatched on almost the entire roof, which nullifies the strong gun mantlets and the purpose of a weak cupola. So again, we're not going to have any news on buffs or nerfs until after the premium ammo changes, but that is a good question for me to ask the devs. Okay, so my turn to pick a tank, I think.
Sure.
I'm excited.
Let's
go
see where
lower
my
tier.
win rate went down with that.
We've been doing some higher tier. You want to only play tanks that you have high win rates in, is that right?
No, quite the opposite.
Okay. I'm going to bust out... Let's see,
81.
you ready for this?
You guys want an
Not
easy
bad.
way to input the code? I'm going to post the link now. And all you
Oh.
have to do is click it.
Well, thank you.
Heck yeah.
JD NoCal says Tank Awards is seriously tier 2 and tier 3 award tanks this
tier
month.
6.
Yeah, I gotta talk to the Tank Awards team. I have heard that. It might just be to mix it up because we've been using the same tier 5s and tier 6s the last few. The Pig She Flies says, can we get more AFK and action reports? I legit run out of them by the 10th battle every morning. We'll see if it's possible to add more to the system. We did talk about that earlier. The reason they're limited is to stop people from abusing the system, but if you're trying to use them legitimately, you don't have enough. I understand your frustration.
Is that
Where's
tier
my
7?
KV2?
Tier 6.
Yep, tier 6. I'm rocking the old favorite, the T-37.
Waiting on Jambijon.
I'm ready.
Mystery Trainer
not
says,
ready.
Cabbage, you have 3,375 days of premium. I do. I do.
Brett
It's
Tot
not
says, any plans to incentivize or reward climbing Hall of Fame ranks?
Outside of I guess right now you just get decals. Not that I'm aware of, Brett, but it's a good idea.
Dennis, if the code is invalid, is either put in incorrectly or they're all gone.
I doubt they're all gone.
Yeah.
Although Tragic should be able to check.
They're not all gone.
Is
You
the
should be able
link
to redeem.
working?
It's only you can only use it if you're on NA. Using your link doesn't work either. What is the error you get?
I
Let
think
us know.
yeah, it said it was invalid.
Invalid.
Yeah.
It should be going. A lot of people have redeemed it already.
Try the clickable link if you were entering it in
Mhm.
before.
That'll make it a lot easier. Work? Like it's all going good?
I think so, Brett. Am I crazy, or do you get the Mastery decal when
It
you get the
is
Hall of Fame?
definitely working.
I might be
'cause I
thinking of the
just
Mastery
used it.
missions, or a different mission set.
I just used the link. It should be working. It is NA only.
Yeah, if this is
yes,
only
Yeah,
if you are
NA.
guys,
EU, it's not going to work. I'm
sorry.
sorry, friends.
It's NA only.
But we do
Sorry,
appreciate
guys.
you being here.
It's our systems are completely separate, so it's not. We can make them work, but it
One
requires
less
a
for
lot
the
of
rest of
coordination.
us. Sorry, guys. Link
Uh,
is working. David Wood says does not work. Are you on the NA server? Are you logged in?
Sorry, Dennis. You almost had it.
You get nothing
Pro
from
tip
them.
for
I'm wrong.
streamers, right? For NA only under the code. You are currently on the NA YouTube channel, so it's sad that it's only NA. Guys, all of you are on the NA pages. You need to follow the EU pages if you're expecting to get things for E EU.
Yeah, I mean, David, just let us know what error you're getting, and let us know if you tried the clickable link too. I wasn't sure.
Mhm.
All right, let's get this count-in going and get into
All right.
this game.
Yeah,
Here
I
at
want to
6.
use the best
Get
sniper in the
ready.
game.
The KV2R, as it is known as the best sniper in the game, of
3,
course.
Mm-hmm.
2, 1, go.
Go win. Dojima says, "Hey Cabbage, please do put missions for camo, like the moon camo this weekend on bonus weekends. Took at least 20 battles to get a win for my camo." Woo. And
Narc Sergeant asked how long the server would be down tomorrow. I believe it's up to 4 hours.
Yeah, I saw somebody earlier asked a question. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to read it, but somebody asked why it takes 6 hours to do an update.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours. One of those.
Well, part of it is there is a certain amount of time that goes just into updating the servers and then forcing out the update to clients. And then there's also a testing and review process to try and identify any major issues with the patch before it goes live. And then we leave a gap to make sure that we have time to address some of those issues.
Yeah,
It
if we have
almost
to handle
always
any
works.
issues.
It doesn't always work, but it almost always works. We usually don't have major issues that prevent it from coming back online on time. Ken says on YouTube so you can now report physics abuse and nothing will be done. That's the historical response.
Papa Palpatine.
Ken,
what a
that's
name.
not the historical response. It might be if you weren't able to provide a replay. We do require a replay because we have to review it and investigate for, examples
I'm with
of
you,
people being
Douglas.
bad. But that's banning people for physics abuse has been part of the policy for as long as I'm aware of, anyway.
For as long as we've had physics abuse.
That's true, actually. There's always been around some. Larry on Facebook says he's LZ Rocker on the other team. Uh-oh.
So I do know, like, previously a lot of people didn't exactly know what physics abuse was. A lot of people actually report it as as team damage. I do recommend that you guys, when you submit the report, make sure it's under physics abuse, because if it's under team damage, it won't get, like, any eyes on it, because team damage is done by the automated system, which will be essentially team damage is getting removed, which means
it's not gonna be a
physics
problem after
abuse
tomorrow.
will be like the only way to troll people.
It's
I
not
guess,
just
at this
about
point.
dealing damage to your allies. It's more about hindering gameplay and just basically making it miserable for them to play.
So for those of you who don't know what the code does, basically, if you redeem this week's code, if you redeem next week's code, you'll have a 2-week streak, and if you come back on the last week of the month, you'll have a 3-week streak. So for the bigger the streak, the more rewards you get. You also get a reward just for redeeming it. You also get a reward for completing the mission, which is play a battle. And then you get a reward at the end of the month, which is an additional bonus on top of that. So some of the rewards that you get are small med, repair, and fire extinguishers. And then the mission complete will get you some boosters, which is one 100% XP booster, one 300% free XP booster, and then one 200% crew XP booster. And then at the end of the month, if you have week 1 and 2, you'll get 2 small repair kits, 2 small med kits, and then 2 manual fire extinguishers. And as you get more weeks, you'll get more stuff.
Oh, what? Missed.
So. Ta-da!
There's another KV2R wrecking my face.
Well, beat him.
Oof. That looked like a KV2 shot.
David says he posted a screenshot. I don't know if we get the opportunity to review that, but that'd be nice.
Woo! Hope that did
Help
not
David
feel
get his
good.
code.
I lost my gunner too. Still the best sniper in the
The
game.
best reward, says RNG, would be a tragic loss decal.
Ooh. You have some fans. Alright, I've done 278 damage. I'm kind
I've
of
done
carrying.
0 damage, so you're beating me.
Definitely carrying this game. And I would like my med kit so my gunner can come back.
I'm having trouble finding a spot to go and spot for people because I can't. Well, I guess I might be able to go.
We're
fight
just
that
gonna go
team
for
over.
clip-worthy kills here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So does that mean I should rush mid, or maybe we should switch Cam to Jambi, so we can see him do some derping.
Oh well, I still got 10 seconds.
Oh, well.
KV2 takes a little while.
Let's swap anyways.
All right, this is a no gunner shot here. We're gonna get this guy.
Imagine.
Oh!
Did you get him?
Yeah.
Oh my
I didn't kill him
gosh!
though.
Somebody clip that.
Yeah.
Oh my
How long was
gosh.
the
God,
snipe?
I just caught. It was pretty.
I was about to
pretty
be
long.
like, what if you actually got him? Oh
Derp sniping is always good.
No gunner either. Couldn't do it twice though. That was good.
Sorry.
That was good.
I'm getting
Apparently just blew up people's headsets.
That's why you play
Yeah.
the K.
Oh,
That's
I
why you
really
play the
did.
KV2. Best sniper in the game. You don't even need a gunner. Who needs it? I'm not gonna repair him.
I'm not sure if I agree with your definition of best, but I do.
Most
Okay.
satisfying, maybe.
I
There
will
you go. I'll buy
try
that for $1.
not to blow out people's headsets next time.
That's what
right.
happens. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of focus,
I'm worried
and then you
I'm-
get stuff like that.
I will say one of my frustrations with 1.0, you can't see on my screen right now, but some of the bushes have these gaps in them that are just. Oh, I killed a wheelie boy. Nice.
Nice.
That you can get spotted even when you feel like you're in cover because there's like a little gap at the root of the bush.
Yeah, I'm not
You
doing.
really
got
got to make sure you pay attention to the bottom of the bush and make sure you're not exposed through one of those
The
gaps.
code
There's a
only works for
T-37 over
NA.
here.
Guys, the code only works for NA. If you're not on NA, click. I mean, I guess it just doesn't work.
Did you say
but
you
if
were
it does,
you were
you're
shot
on
by a
NA.
T-37?
Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
I'm worried now as well. Vegetables.
Oh, he just got right. I got spotting damage.
I'm getting out of here.
feel really
I have a
bad.
wall of Onis and OI right here, but
the
I have I gotta
headset
repair the gunner so I don't hit
blow-ups.
them. Oh, he's rushing.
Code worked for me, but didn't tell me what I got. You got a mission as well as some small consumables to help your grind. If you keep coming back through the rest of the month, you'll get bonuses at the end of the month for having more codes.
Oh no.
Or having a streak, basically.
Did he already shoot? I'm just gonna hide behind this OI because this is how you do it.
I got RD'd.
Oh no! He backed up into my shop.
Mad Maynard says, did I kill you, Maynard? Oh, you were one of the wheelie boys.
The OI.
I finally killed someone instead of getting killed by someone that was watching.
The lone KV2 makes his last stand.
Mad Maynard says, Cabbage, I said don't shoot me. Sorry, Fred.
Oh!
Oh no. There's not much you can do there.
I got 2 good shots in that. That was good.
Rockets on Twitch asks when we're getting a new scavenger hunt. The next scavenger hunt is going to launch in September.
Actually, no.
We do it every other month, so we did July. Skipping August, we'll be back in September. Thanks, Monty's already on it. Thanks,
I
Monty.
mean, there's still a chance in this game. It's not over. You
I
do
think
have
it-
a KV2 on the
I
other
think it-
team, which was
I
kind of
don't
recognized.
believe EU
GG.
has a Facebook stream, but I do know that they have a Twitch stream, which
Yeah.
is, I think, twitch.tv/World of Tanks.
John on YouTube asks, Team Damage is going to be removed in 1.6 tomorrow, question mark? Yes, it will be. TB12.
GG, Umbra.
I have, on Twitch, I have a question regarding tank awards. Besides the premium tank and boosters, are we going to get blueprints also? If so, what nations? I'm not sure about this month. I have to check the list. Tragic, do you know off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, what?
Uh,
The tank rewards?
Blueprint
So-
fragments and tank rewards? I know we asked about it, and I think we got an
I
iffy response, and I'm not
believe-
sure if we followed through on it.
I think there's so there's currently a article up on the front page. I don't believe it tells you what blueprints it has.
it was a defeat.
Yeah, I don't think it does. No.
Ooh, I got a reward,
Oh.
and I got a blueprint fragment.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. Do you want to do a tier 9 game?
Look, hey, we both finished in the top 5 on our team.
Yeah.
I'm calling that a spiritual victory.
I don't know. Hitting any shot or snipe shot with a KV2 just feels so
it's your
damn
call.
good.
Major Tom, ground control. Happy to hear from you. Dudes, real question here. What's up with the grind of this game? You have to have no life to do any of the events. The home front was a joke. Yeah, the home front grind was pretty tough, and I
Yeah.
think it's usually true of like our tank marathons too. It's definitely a grindy game.
Yeah,
I
I
hear
mean,
you
we
on
call
that.
them marathons for that reason. I mean,
Uh,
it's getting the free content, like stuff like that. But yeah, it is a grind.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say you definitely you have to take some pleasure in the grind,
Mhm.
in the progress. The home front, I think, was a bit has a few specific issues with the grind, including the fuel that a lot of people weren't a fan of, myself
Yeah.
kind of included.
All of us.
So it's really hard to grind if you aren't allowed to grind. So I hear you on that. We're definitely have a lot of specific feedback on the home front that is related to that issue. Oh boy, do I want to continue?
Bjorn,
repeating?
KV2 best sniper tank.
Remember,
Definitely.
guys,
Agreed.
the code is NA only.
We're doing tier 9.
Brit says Homefront was a grind that was almost impossible for free-to-play players. Yeah, I saw some charts to that
Thank you.
effect that seemed pretty solid.
It's right
Are you
on
making
your
it
eye.
bigger every time?
It's just like covering my beautiful face.
Cygnus says that he's seconding Holiday Streaming's question. What was Holiday Streaming's question? I would love to know about spending bonds on the reward tanks with the diminishing number of clans able to field players for the requirements. What specifically?
Yeah, what was it?
It was really boring after a few games too. It's
Yeah, I mean, it
repetitive
wasn't.
PvE. I get it.
I really
Some people love it.
appreciated the PvE element. It had a lot of cool things about it, but I just couldn't keep, or I didn't want to just keep playing it over and over. I did have fun with it, and it was really fun to play with like some of your buddies, especially if they were in the same room. That was really cool. But yeah,
Wrecker
it's a
says,
grind.
"Are you guys okay? You sound pretty sad. Not sad. A little tired, maybe.
I'm always sad.
Well, I appreciate your feedback on Homefront, guys. It's a new mode that was kind of a test run, and we'll definitely make sure it all gets forwarded to the team that made it.
Yeah.
Cygnus on Twitch said, "Any thoughts on being able to purchase clan reward tanks with bonds for people who don't do clan wars?" I wouldn't say it's out of the question, but I think the argument is clan wars reward tanks are like raid gear in an elite World of Tanks is an MMO like other MMOs. You have a certain high level end game that you have to participate in order to get the coolest, rarest stuff possible. So the clan reward tanks are kind of meant to be that high level raid gear reward. That said, as some of those tanks age, I think it is possible that they become available for something like bonds.
Wait.
We'll see how that goes. We don't even have normal tanks available, or not normal tanks, but other tanks available for bonds right now. So once that becomes a thing, which as far as I know is still happening at some point in the near future, we will see maybe what advances from there.
I was doing stuff, and I thought it was on my screen. I was showing off my T103 duck.
Oh, I think
Are we
we're
doing tier 10?
tier 9. I think.
Tier 9.
Oh, tier. Boop, boop.
Tier 9.
My bad. Tier 9. Get
We a
ready.
good tier 9.
We need Jambijon. Ready?
And
Oh,
down,
there we go.
Big Daddy
I'm
Action
ready.
Dev.
3, 2,
GPC, don't
What?
give me a
go.
don't do that to me, GPC, please. Hey Roro, how you doing? Rocket says, but like I asked earlier, almost all the rewards in this game reward Unicum players. Most players will never see any of them.
I don't know. I thought the Kursk
Any
event
of
was
them.
super easy. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
you just play. I think it was like 2 or 3 games a day, or
Yeah.
I think that's all it required.
We'll say the Kursk was definitely one of the easier events.
Yeah, it was definitely easier.
Sorry, Tragic, you were saying?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, some of the more recent marathons that we've been running have 2 paths, where one allows you to go through the more grindy path, and then the other one allows you a more skillful path. So I feel like we've definitely tried to at least help cater to people who have maybe more time, but don't maybe have the skill to get those.
They're always gonna be. It's always gonna be tough. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll have other ones that's more consistency based, or one that's more skill based. But it's always gonna be tough. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
it's
sorry,
rewarding.
I definitely hear people making the case
Yeah.
that there's a lot of grind elements. I mean, I'd say
Yeah.
that's part of the, especially when we're giving away free stuff, that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The and World of Tanks in general is definitely a meritocracy. The better you are at the game, the more stuff in the game is going to be accessible to you.
Mhm.
And to some extent, that's the fabric of the game. That's for a lot of people. That's part of
Thought
the
you were gonna
appeal
say
of the
life.
game. Oh, well, I don't think life is quite the same thing. But World of Tanks, the simple fact is, as people who've been around a while know, like the better you are, the more you're going to earn. The better chance you have to complete marathons, the better you have a chance you have to complete
Oh,
campaigns.
hey, dog.
It's always going to favor higher skill people over lower skill people. We do try and make sure that there's some stuff in the game for you. Make sure you don't have to try and be that kind of person. The Kursk Event is an example of that. A chance for more casual players to win a cool historical tank. I don't know. I'm actually not sure if it's historical. Don't quote me and tell me it's a
That was
blueprint tank.
the T-34 shielded?
Shielded. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was a historical.
But if
Ooh,
you
dodging lows.
if you care about World of Tanks enough that you want to get into that stuff, I would try and get better. And I think the first response to that from a lot of people is going to be, well, I don't have the time to play that way. I hear you on that. That one's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's tough. I feel you. I definitely understand the no life argument. Some people in chat said the way of the no life is what you have to be.
I am getting wrecked.
It is an
over
MMO.
here. Yeah.
MMOs are notorious time sinks.
And there's some times where, like, I mean, I usually draw. Oh my gosh, I'm talking and driving straight towards them. When I'm playing like other games, I usually draw to some types that are more of like a grindy sense, because I don't know, I like the feeling of, oh, well, I just want to figure out what the next one's gonna be like.
So
Oh
Rudy
my
on
gosh.
Twitch says no Clan Wars award tanks and random platoons is common sense. Is it?
I don't know.
I
We don't
don't-
want to limit the like thing that you earned, or it's a
Britt
reward
says,
tank.
I've been playing for 8 years. I'm still mediocre. Hey, Britt, I've been playing about the same length of time, and I'm still right there with you. Squash on YouTube says, can we make it to where players who have all the Clan Wars reward tanks don't take up a slot in the limited amount of rewards given out?
No.
I have to talk to the Clan Wars guys to see what they think about that one, because that is kind of a separate from what I am usually involved in. I would say I suspect that is possible, but also that there aren't a ton of people who have all the tanks taking up spots. I would say most people probably have one or two they haven't gotten. But I'll ask Big Brother on that one. We got to get Big Brother on the stream one of these days so we can answer all the clan questions. We'll have a special clan answer stream. That was... I went too far right.
Yeah, and they're watching you. They didn't watch
So
me.
much pressure.
I totally threw that.
Did you die?
Yeah, I'm gone.
Why'd you die? I specifically asked you not to die.
I was holding off the entire team with only one hand. Pretty impressive.
One hand?
Yep.
What happened to your other hand?
I got Type 59 hit it.
Oh, okay. I could see how that would inconvenience you.
Boom! Oh, wow.
RGY! Why have you betrayed me?
Why
In
have
this
you
my hour of
forsaken
need.
me?
If you've got the time, we've got the tanks. World of Tanks. I mean, I would say that, it doesn't take a genius to observe that most of our events have a pay or play element. You can pay to skip grinds, or you can play to play through a grind to avoid paying. That's usually the option you get.
And it's how you advance through the tech tree.
You do have to pick one of those options. That's part of the deal.
Yes, Bjorn, you are correct.
I do
One hand for
agree a lot of
snacks.
times that the grind should be a little easier than it is,
Yeah.
personally. And before someone says makes a comment about Russians grinding 19 hours a day. There we go. 395 damage, and I took a flank shot for it. That was not worth. What was
Not
my
going to
roll
comment on that, Dennis.
What it does.
I'm not going to comment on that, Cabbage. Let's see.
You wanna
I
read 'em?
mean,
Do you know when frustrated
to
and
respond
burned
to Roro, yes, we're constantly looking at the update videos and checking the comments. We've already talked about the UK lights. We understand that players aren't super happy with it. at this point in time, we're collecting feedback almost constantly. There's not much we can do between now and when we get all the feedback, and then when the devs look at all of the data. So.
All right, Cabbage, you gotta focus up here.
Yeah, I do.
It's getting to the wire here. It's 6 to 10.
I'm not getting.
He's
a lot
still
of
pretty healthy,
opportunities.
about 80%. Oh, he blocks the STRV1. Okay. There's a VK right there. He could snapshot this.
No, I'm reloading.
Nope.
I don't
He
have a
is
shell.
too
Renaissance
scared.
Man asks, "Is Tragic not allowed to play anymore?" I mean,
Well, she's shrunken in
allowed to
size, so
play.
she can't reach the table and keyboards.
Oh no, C30!
Oh,
I forgot about
gosh.
the C30. Oh, I got so lucky there.
no.
Ooh.
Essentially,
I'm in a bad spot
guys,
here,
I've
guys.
moved to a more producer position, and so I am mostly working like OBS and also like all of our
I'm good.
cameras and all of that whatnot. So it'll be real hard for me to try and play between doing all of that. I'm also moderating the chat, so.
As we could see
A
here,
Psycho
the
King
Scorpion
said,
G
"You got
takes out
this, Cabbage."
Cabbage.
I appreciate the vote of support, Psycho. I did not, in fact, have this.
When the delay does you wrong.
Oh, I like this. This guy's got the moon camo on his M5355.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty good. I think that's going to be
Nice.
a loss from us. I'd
Only
probably
already
missed some
back.
opportunities
There's
to
7
make some
more
Carl-
new map
tanks.
Carl
decisions.
Hackman has a question for you guys.
World of Tanks. Why can you only ban a map for standard battles? If you enjoy assault and encounter modes, you cannot ban a map, basically. Carl, I wish I had a good answer for you on that one. Actually, I honestly don't. I have to. It might be. My suspicion is it's a technical issue.
Oh.
It might also be because the map pools for those modes are smaller.
I'm pretty sure it was
honestly not
because of the
sure.
map pools.
You think it's the map pools are smaller?
Yeah.
You are welcome if you really don't want to see a map to turn off those modes.
I mean,
but
and
it would
there's
be
like
nice.
weird circumstances where I prefer the encounter on this map opposed to just standard on the map or something.
Yeah.
Like Prokhorovka, I don't really like standard. It's an unpopular opinion, but I do like the encounter mode.
I think we've answered this before, but when it comes to old maps coming back to the game, so essentially with 1.0 we had to redo all of the maps in a new renderer, and because of that they wanted to implement all of the current maps into the new renderer before they reworked some of the old maps to bring them back. So we'll see, I believe, what was the first map that we knew that was going to be like one of the top picks to come back?
Delicious.
Hold on, I have it somewhere in the FAQ.
What? Everybody wishing for Dragon Ridge? Is that it?
There's definitely a lot of ask for Dragon Ridge. I think in the most recent AMA, is that what you're talking about? The map?
Yeah.
I believe it was Pearl, right?
I think so.
Pearl
Let me
River?
double check.
I think Pearl River was mentioned as having a
yes,
possible
Pearl
comeback.
River is one of the top candidates to come back. So if you guys want to see where I'm reading that, there's a huge Q&A at this link where you can read through, look up maps, banning, whatever you want.
Tier 7.
They're all sorted out for you guys. It also has a lot of links, so feel free to click.
Rockets on Twitch says it would still be nice just to know what everyone else banned. Any chance the small maps like Himmelsdorf and Enspie moved to low tier only maps? Rocket, I would say there is a possibility as far as those maps. There's also some other solutions being looked at on that front. As far as knowing what everyone else banned, I believe the Reddit community, or the World of Tanks Reddit team did a survey recently.
They did.
Where you can get the results of their survey of what people are banning. We do have our internal information that we will I imagine we'll probably talk about at some point, or be able to talk about at some point. I don't think I have access to that dashboard, but I know that is being tracked, and we are paying attention to which maps are being the most excluded, and then using that to look at those maps for why. So
Data.
hopefully we'll be able to share
Data.
some of that information down the line.
I got a Lava Bring the Heat Tiger 1 ready to go.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I saw we got
Tier 7,
tier
everyone.
7 count in once you're ready.
Ready.
Sortex
Tier
says,
7.
"Oh,
Park. I actually like White Park.
Sortek, your post just got knocked off my screen, so I can't
Ooh,
read it."
oh no.
Goodbye.
Sorry.
Where?
What are your thoughts on introducing a player exclusion list similar to a map exclusion list? I think it would add a really complicated layer to the matchmaking system, although I understand why you want it.
Count in.
Yep.
3, 2.
Overlord's not too bad.
1.
Province, maybe for higher
Go.
tiers, yeah. I'd agree.
GPC says
I
Death
like
of Fjords.
fjords. I liked the older fjords more than this current version, but I still like it. Not
Who
a
was
fan of
the
Minsk.
first person to unlock a tier 10 in the game, and do they still play actively? That is a really good question.
I don't know. I do know the first person
Thanks,
to
Dennis.
unlock like every tank in the game for NA was Triple Crown, I believe. And he actually worked for the company for
Crabby
like,
baby.
quite a
Oh,
quite
yeah.
a good period of
There,
time.
and there was he had all the tanks for a while.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know if
I'm
he
in the
still
game, and
plays.
Cinder says on
You might.
YouTube. I'm in it.
GPC says, "How dare you?" And I'm not sure why. And now I'm worried we've done something terrible again.
Okay.
So I believe
Oh, you're in Baby Scorp.
streaming week 2 is almost completely out.
Already?
So,
Jeez,
yeah.
you guys sure
Well, it's
love
been
codes.
30 minutes,
That's
which is
fair.
actually longer than the first code. So hopefully at least some of you got last week's code. If you're here now,
That's
remember
correct, Dennis.
come back next week because you'll get more rewards. And also that'll be, if you only have this week's code, you come back next week, you'll get a 2-week streak. If you were here on the first day of codes, you'll have the 3-week streak. And you'll get more rewards at the end of the month.
Codes on codes on codes.
I had the shot there. Oh, I don't.
Valley gone.
See, now there's an example of a shot that I might have taken. He's dead now anyway. I might have taken that shot tomorrow when I didn't have a risk of shooting my teammate. The
Oh, I
tenses
see.
didn't quite work out there, did they? I might have taken that shot tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might take that shot tomorrow.
So we're in a higher tier match.
I'm gonna go help Valley while I
Yeah.
load gold.
Yeah, I think I should load gold as well.
Rudy Duty says, will the anonymizer still show in-game names when the stats are blocked? My understanding is no. You will not see anybody's name or clan tags or stats.
I just ran into a rock.
Oh, thanks for the update. Please don't run into rocks.
I know you guys were concerned.
I believe the code is almost completely out now.
Redeem that code. Get on the streak.
There's like
Watch our
one
stream.
left when I refreshed.
Who's gonna be it?
Oh no.
I think we
Well, that guy's got three-
over reinforced.
That guy's got 3 MOEs on his baby scorp. What a baller.
No, I'm a Tiger 1.
Who's that?
I'm going
Krabby
down
Baby.
the middle.
Oh, dang. It's the guy who said hey to me. Krabby Baby.
It's gone, says
very impressed
Banana
by your 3
Cannon.
MOE.
It's an interesting game.
All right.
Oh,
Code
Banana
go
Cannon.
by.
How's it going, Banana Cannon?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. It's gone.
How much stunning allies will turn Artie blue? Don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't have the exact numbers, but I did find out that, yeah, it will, right?
Will we be able to play with you guys again next week? Every Thursday we try to do platoons.
Yep.
So every Thursday come back and we'll do some platoons.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And if you
Wonderful.
just see us online, ask.
Yeah. Would WGA ever participate in Clan Wars? Probably not. We used to,
We
and
have
then
done some strongholds here and there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strongholds are fun.
like even way back when we actually used to do Clan Wars, like back in California, like probably
Back in California days.
probably back in like 2014, I want to say.
I am not a help to this team.
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding any shots as well.
Just run around. You'll be fine. Can we platoon with y'all outside of the stream? Yeah,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
invite one of us.
If you're able to carry us, yes,
I will say,
100%.
we get a lot of friend requests. We are not able to add everyone. I wish we could, but we do have friends list limits. And there are times where we need specific people on our friends list for events and stuff.
Yeah.
If we're helping run one of the, for example, the EU versus NA show match that just happened. Banana Can says WGA is just scared of being bullied. I'm really not worried about being bullied at this point in
Aw.
my life.
We work in the community department
So
for World
I'm gonna
of Tanks.
I'm gonna read off what Ritz 1906 said. I know I've been super negative about 1.6, but maybe to help balance this, I want to let you know that I love the game. I love the streams, and it's a major place for enjoyment. I'm just critical of
Oh
when,
my God.
what I think, and a chunk of the player base think
Hey,
are just bad. Thanks for
that's-
dealing with us.
That's totally fair. I mean, as long as you voice your opinions in a semi-constructive manner, we're not gonna,
Yeah, if it's
ban you
constructive,
for
we
it.
listen. If it's absolute rage, we'll still read it.
Banana Cannon says, so it's your job to be bullied. Point taken.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, that is correct. There's a certain amount of bullying that comes with the job. I mean, please, remember that we're human beings.
Yeah,
And
it is video games.
but yeah, to some extent, we expect that dealing with people who are mad and toxic is part of the gig.
And it
It's
happens
like
to us
working in
too.
customer service.
I mean, in a way.
Oh, you just got baited. Sorry.
Sortex says, and I'm going to pre-answer, we don't allow visitors to our office, but we will absolutely go out to somewhere for lunch with you if you possibly invite us. He says, hey, if someone is local to you guys and want to stop by the campus, say we bring you some Krispy Kreme or something, could we get some Watt swag? Shameless bribery. Possibly.
You could talk
that's
us
not
into
good.
it. You got to catch us on the right day, though. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That E25
We get
is
real
ruining my
busy,
life.
guys. Will the next update apply to PS4 also? No, this is PC only.
I think I'm going down here in a little bit.
Oh,
Hail!
got him.
I said
Got
hail!
him.
Oh, I'm
Run
still
away,
alive.
Jambijon.
Artie's gonna wreck
Guys,
me.
I'm so scared. There's so many bad guys near me.
All the baddies. Are we the baddies?
That Scorp got me.
Oof.
All right.
Yeah,
I
Watch
held
this
out.
exciting Tiger 2 turn around and run in shame.
Yeah, we've also thought about doing
Ooh,
like
Tiger
a
1, I was wrong.
Austin-specific player gathering, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely wanted.
This
I
704
want to do
could hit
more in
this guy.
Austin, but
Oh, he
with the move
missed.
and everything.
I have to track him.
And
Oh, no, he's still
also-
going to hit me. Yeah.
Sorry for talking over each.
I was explaining my tactics. It's all right.
Uh,
They were bad. No one needs to hear them.
We're going to be at the D-Day Ohio event, which we've been planning for the last few months. It's next week, Thursday through Saturday. So if you're in the Ohio area, or if you're somewhat nearby and want to see the coolest, largest living history event, World War II living history event in North America, come check it out. It's going to be a great time. It's in Conneaut, about an hour northeast of Cleveland. And Tragic is laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
But we've been busy preparing for that, so we'll be there next week. Tragic will be here, so it's still getting streams in. But just so you guys know, we're going to be at D-Day Conneaut. Come see us. Banana Ken says, I don't get why the E25 spared Cabbage. Honestly, Banana, I don't either. That guy had me dead to rights.
So we have about one last battle to do before I believe we have to.
Oh yeah, I forgot that technical problems swallowed up
Yeah.
the first
Swallowed
half
about-
hour.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
No. Play that tank. What are you doing?
Oh, I have to play this tank now?
Yeah.
What tank?
Wait,
you
I was
playing?
gonna
Well, now that you
showcase.
showed it.
What is it?
What was the other one I did?
What is it?
Japanese.
What is it?
What do you mean? What is it?
James says,
Look at the
who would go to
screen.
Ohio? Well, James, some people live in Ohio.
What is that?
Some people live in Ohio. I had no idea that happened.
What?
All right, tier 8. Ready up.
What have you done?
This is tier 8.
How have
Yeah.
you not seen this tank?
So I think I was watching True Voodoo stream, and somebody told him to put bomb decals on the side of his turret. And after experimenting around, I found this blessed combination.
All right, guys. Just so you know, I'm risking my 100% win rate in the Alpine Tiger in this game.
All right,
It's been a while since we did it.
It's beautiful.
get ready.
Yeah.
3, 2,
It
One.
improves your view range.
Go.
Kill it with fire.
go.
Oh, I forgot I'm the leader. I'm sorry.
This guy.
You forgot
got
you're
one
the
job.
leader, says
I
the
got-
senior
I-
community manager.
I got so used to Domo doing it last week. It was so comfy. I just keep lapsing into it.
He's above this.
I'm not above it.
My tanks just look blind.
I just forgot. Hi, Andrew on YouTube.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi. Boy, I really don't want
Yeah,
to mispronounce that
that's-
name.
That is a tricky one. I'm gonna say AR.
FATIGATTI Argentina.
Just say
Hello to you
fatty.
too. Or hola.
Is it fatty?
Fatty Gaddy?
Fatty
Yeah,
Gaddy?
Fatty Gaddy?
That's a little more safe, I think.
It's still a dangerous. It's a dangerous one.
that was
No question. Agoraphobia says, thanks for that Lakeshore match. While we're on the other team. Because, no thank you.
I don't get why you guys are so ignorant about cheaters.
Whoa.
Says R. Michael Melseth.
I don't know about ignorant. I feel like I've got a pretty good grasp on cheating in this game.
I don't
but,
like punctuation either.
I mean, illegal mods exist. We have a way of detecting most of them now, and we ban them quarterly.
We do ban them.
Yep.
We look out for them. I don't think we're ignorant about them.
He said thank you.
You're welcome.
Incinder says, hey, Tragic, before you go, can I know how to become a sheriff? We run sheriff events almost like on a monthly basis. So at least once a month, I believe we run at least one.
It's usually been, it's been spaced out a little more than that.
Yeah. But to become a sheriff, just watch one of our streams. We always drop the forum post when we do the stream. And so all you have to do is follow the link, say, I want to be a sheriff, and then we'll double check your account, make sure you're not like a jerk, and then we'll send you details about
This guy's
how
a
to
jerk.
log
He's not
in.
a sheriff.
It's okay to be a jerk as long as you're not violating game rules.
Yeah.
No, don't be a jerk.
I mean, well,
Just don't
I mean,
be a
I
jerk.
want to tell people how to live their
Well,
lives. It's a
when
free
I say
country.
jerk,
yeah.
realistically, I'm gonna steal Cabbage's curse word because he didn't use it.
Oh no!
When I say jerk, I really mean asshole.
Oh no, that's my.
That's a curse word?
So no, yes.
Well, it's for PG-13
That's my middle name.
standards, it is.
Yes.
What am I gonna do now? Can't cuss.
Well,
Butch on Facebook says that I missed the
Cry
code.
about it.
Unfortunately, Butch, I think you did miss the code. I think we released it, and I think it's already been fully redeemed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too many people. Oh! I could have hit an EBR. Oh.
That's always been my kind of attitude. Is like I've never felt that I'm good enough at this game to complain about other people cheating.
I think he spotted me, huh? Oh.
Bob
Right,
on
I am
YouTube
not
asks, "Can you
helping
have a low win
anybody.
rate?" Yeah, Bob. Win rate doesn't matter for sheriffs. You know, you got to have some Barney Fifes in there, right?
I'm looking at
Half
the
of you have
code
no idea what that
page,
means.
And it looks like there's
Ooh, he
one
debated me.
left. There's one code left.
One.
One.
A
like
singular
exactly
code.
one.
Everybody spam it.
Well, if you haven't used it, I'm gonna post the link in chat.
This is my problem, is I get in a decent spot, and I just get so impatient. Oh, it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem is impatience as well.
That went nowhere. I think I just sailed right over him. He's got a good
Don't be a
angle.
Richard, says Bjorn.
Don't be a Richard.
Whoa.
That's real rough for all the Richards out there. They're just trying to be themselves.
Oh, man, I tried to get it.
Man, a lot of
Ooh.
IS3s and IS3s.
Right.
That
One
guy just
code
really
left.
rolled me for 601?
Whoever's the first to click it will probably be able to redeem it.
Oh, and he hit me for 590. Good lord. How are you still hitting me there? I'm not spotted. Hey, man.
Oh, sorry, Douglas. You may have just applied after
So,
why is my-
Oranjo Man.
okay.
the cutoff.
Oranjo Man says,
Oh, I'm so
So
dead.
do players who make daily content I stream for 200 IQ and brave competitive gameplay get a sheriff account for content for their Twitch channels, or is it a first come, first serve thing? For the sheriff weekends, it's
Terrible.
generally first come, first serve.
And on
so
the Cabbage.
definitely follow the
Oh, no.
channel or join the Discord, because we also post the link on Discord.
Guys,
That was
the
awful.
100% win rate is really at risk right now. I'm doing what I can.
What was that?
No, why didn't that 10?
Code is now completely out.
It's
Double
gone.
checked. It is gone. So
Oh, I have IS3s on both sides. This is not the kind
Cabbage
of
is-
group
he's
activity
rolling the-
I was
he's
looking to
rolling.
participate in.
Oh, he misses the shot.
I
the
didn't miss, it
IS-3A
just
is
buried in
going
the
to-
tracks.
Oh boy, it's gone. He's going over rubble. He's gonna charge him. He has no fear. He's got the
Not
tiger.
capable of fear. I will.
And he missed
deck that
again?
shot,
it's
though.
the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the
Oh,
Oh,
look
no.
at this. He's still going,
253
folks.
TP there.
Yep. Don't worry, that's.
Ah.
It was a good fight.
rip. Alrighty.
Wargaming fail tuned? What? Fail tuned.
Your,
I mean,
your Alpine
reported.
Tiger has preferential matchmaker.
Oh, I did fail tune.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
That's going to be the probably... Well, hold on. Maybe our IS3 can pull it out for us.
Oh, I swapped to...
You
there we
swapped
go.
to big head mode?
Yeah, I swapped to
Well,
big head mode.
we're tied at 10-10. The 100% win rate of the Alpine Tiger is still on the line. I mean, I didn't feel like the Alpine Tiger like underperformed, and it
We
wasn't.
got
I mean, it was a
some
tier 8
healthy
only match,
tanks.
so it's not really a filter.
Oh, but they still
New
have.
chain
Okay.
code
Wait,
will
doesn't the
be
T103
next
have
week.
pref?
I
thought the T103 did have pref.
I mean, with that
No.
paint job, I would
Oh.
assume.
103 doesn't have a pref because
Guys.
it's a new premium.
Guys, the
and-
Alpine Tiger magic is too strong. We're gonna win.
I mean, we could still lose. There is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but we're not going to because of the magic of the Alpine Tiger. the Tiger spirit is with our team.
Yeah, I just hope when people are shooting at me, they just see these little adorable
Let me
eyes.
Just
they feel bad.
FYI, we're gonna win this game because of Tiger Spirit. Just so the guys in game know, that's why we're winning this.
Yeah.
So Aranjo Man is also asking about our CC program.
Oh, no,
So
are
when
you-
it
oh,
comes
sorry.
to CCs, we don't have an application system, but we're
Mhm.
always looking at content creators. And so, honestly,
Oh,
post your
nice.
link in our Discord. Like almost all of us at least check some of the links that we get posted on there.
Hashtag winning. Hashtag Tiger
I
Spirit.
guess Tiger Blood is his thing, right? Yeah, and sorry, Andrew, I missed that because I got involved in the Tiger Spirit moment. But,
EBRs.
You're
We-
too involved.
We could maybe talk about that. We do if you are making World of Tanks content regularly, you have a chance to. Chance isn't the right word. You will be considered for our community court or wow, guys, I'm proud
Contributor
today.
program.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our,
That's why I'm here.
our
It's
community
late.
contributor program, and we do give all our community contributors permanent sheriff accounts.
Alrighty.
Until they do something wrong.
Big head mode.
Big head mode, excellent, guys. The Alpine Tiger,
Guys.
100%, 100%
Connor,
forever.
Wait.
You wanna see how much
Show the stats. Show the
stuff I did?
stats.
You put up a donut.
Show your
Yeah.
stats.
You put up a donut.
Show your Alpine Tiger stats.
What
They could
do you
see
want me
them.
to do? I don't want people to see I only have 5 games in
100%.
it.
I got
Oh.
the.
That takes away some of the magic.
I-
If we were playing golf, I would have got the
Big
best
head
score
mode.
in terms of XP.
Alrighty. Anyways, end of the stream.
Wait, before we leave, stop by our Discord.
You tried to
There
sabotage.
might be.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You tried to sabotage my Alpine Tiger.
No, I did.
You did 0 damage.
You brought me into that game. That was not my fault. I was just trying to.
All right,
look
sorry,
cute.
what were you saying?
Come by the Discord.
And Jambijon will
stuff's
put up a
gonna-
0 in a platoon with you as well.
Yeah,
Oof.
and you could talk to me while we do it. Ooh.
Sorry, that was mean.
ASMR. Is that what you want?
We're doing
Please don't whisper into.
Don't whisper into
No, it's straight into my ear holes.
by the Discord. I'll drop something.
Well, this is
dropping.
this is going well.
Ugh,
Do you want to hear me drink
I
water?
hate it.
Yeah.
No. Anyways,
Stop
that
by
is
the
just about
Discord.
the end of the stream.
Follow us
Before
on
Jambijon
Twitter.
starts drinking. Oh, please. Okay, I'm gonna mute your mic.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm quenched.
Thank you all
Anyways.
for stopping by. We
Where's the
really
donate
appreciate it.
button?
Thank you for supporting the game. Thank you for playing the game, even if you don't support it. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for coming by. It was a lot of fun, even with all the issues that we had in the beginning.
We'll be back Thursday with no issues, also no code, but we will be doing platoons with viewers, so make sure to hop in on that.
Come to our different channels. We're everywhere.
And
if you're on Twitch, we are going to be raiding Cody Menz.
and we're sure
Cody
he's playing
Menz.
World of Tanks.
Yes. He's
If he
playing
doesn't have
World
his
of
dog
Tanks.
cam up, I'm gonna rage.
Anyways,
Leave that
for Cody Menz, please ask him, where are my cabbages?
I don't even know where my
Cody
cabbages
Menz,
are.
Please ask him, why am I
Where
getting
is
an
your
echo?
cabbage?
Someone. Okay, anyways. All right, guys, ask him, where are my cabbages?
Goodbye. Have a
Bye,
good
guys.
night.
Thanks for stopping by.
We love you.